What do you reckon,
but
Finn?
we should make sure that we tell the viewers that my internet is completely fucked out here.
Yes, he's not stoned and drunk.
It is.
He's lagging.
Expletive. Yeah, so if there's any sort of problems with the video, it's definitely my fault. I apologize.
Hello.
Alrighty.
Hey, Finn.
So we should explain to the groovers who are tuning in. My internet out here at the moment at work is essentially dial-up. So your end, when I'm trying to watch her, is just freezing on me. Yeah, photo doesn't even load, so I can't even see what it's doing. And I don't know how you're going to go show clips, but I probably won't be able to see them. So as long as you can see me, then I guess
we can see it.
I don't know.
For someone with no internet, he certainly hasn't kept it brief. We can see you clearly. We'll just try and wing it. So, yeah, it could be an early departure with this show because Finn can only hear every fifth word that I'm saying. We could do what they did in Survivor last night and maybe just use sign language.
So everything you just said right now, I did not hear.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Well, Kylie says g'day.
G'day, Kylie.
It's going to be a very difficult show when Finn can't hear a word I'm saying. We could postpone it.
All right. It seems to be working now.
I've
seen and heard you say that.
Okay, well, let's try.
Kick it off and just see what happens.
I'll get the first story out, which is one that the whole world knows about. But it's just been, the ongoing saga of the last week, really.
Oh, that blue lady.
Yeah, the blue lady.
Oh.
No, the Chinese spy balloon.
Oh, yes. I thought you meant Eliza Blue because she's fucking trending everywhere.
Nope, we're just doing... Hey, Cement Shoes, he only uses one finger when he does sign language. Well, is it like that, Cement Shoes?
No, it's these ones.
Yeah, so of course, look, you'd have to be living under a rock if you didn't know this story. But a Chinese spy balloon went cruising across the US of A, and the poor little thing got blown out of the sky, shot down.
Apparently, they're not happy about it.
They're not. They've actually filed a formal complaint with the US Embassy.
Yeah. They're very upset.
What'd you do to our little balloon?
It's overreaction.
It was floating around. Apparently, it has actually got landing gear, so technically, it's not a balloon; it's a craft. But anyway, poor little bugger got blown to pieces. Off North Carolina, I think it was, or South, somewhere in the US. South Carolina, Surfside Beach. And, the Chinese are really upset. They've accused the US of overreacting and using indiscriminate use of military force. So, they're not happy. Now, Joe Biden's going, hey, there's no problem. We're all fun. We're all happy. We told China we were going to blow their balloon out of the sky. They understood. We're not going to back off. You send a balloon our way, and boom, she gone.
Gone now.
Poor little thing. There's actually video footage. Here we go of it's perishing.
Yeah, I'll be able to watch this.
This video contains strong language.
He's feeling right at it.
Look at it. There's the harmless little balloon floating around. Oh, shit.
Wait, those are missiles.
It's a missile.
Oh, my God. They shot it down. They shot it down. No fucking... You hear it?
Oh, it just exploded.
No way.
Yeah, that's called Iron Spy.
No fucking way. No way. Wow.
Oh, you see it dropping. See the shit dropping?
By balloon. I feel sorry for the balloon. I love the balloon. It was just doing its own little balloony thing.
There you go. Here at Batshit, Tory supports the CCP. Long live China and Chinese spies.
Oh, come on, though. Like, of all the shit that's going on with countries firing missiles at each other and stuff, this little balloon, I mean, it could have been, what if they'd said it was just a balloon that was released at a funeral, which I don't approve of because it hurts the dolphins and other sea life, but it's just a little balloon, man. Like, let it just go on its little jaunt. Who cares if it's spying? It's just it got taken out by a bloody torpedo. But Cement Shoe says that was my wish order. I didn't mean to cause such a fuss with express delivery. I thought Emma meant I'd get a call. See, they shut down Cement Shoes' balloon.
Wow.
You don't seem to care about the balloon.
No, not at all. Not even.
So you think it's batshit though to launch torpedoes at it? Like torpedoes? Really?
It's a foreign country's fucking spy.
Send a little plane up with a little basket and catch it, and then pull it apart and see what's inside it. Don't just nuke it with
planes
torpedoes.
Don't have baskets on them. There's no planes with baskets.
They'd have some means of collecting it. For God's sake, it's not the only option.
You
to
blow it up. You sit back in your little F-22 Raptor and you just fly near it and go. Take it out.
Poor little thing.
Jesus. It's not alive. You know that, right?
That's why I love it. Look at it falling to its death. That's very sad.
Well, no, they would have recovered it. No, they definitely would have recovered it.
They've destroyed it.
Right now.
They've destroyed it. Like they blew it up with a torpedo, mate.
A missile. A torpedo is underwater.
One missile, whatever. There's no balloon left.
There's a big difference.
Whatever it looked, who cares? It's late. Whatever it had going for it is gone now. So yeah, I just think, and good luck to China with lodging a complaint with the US Embassy. I suspect that'll go straight in the shredder too, or they'll missile the crap out of that as well. So yeah, that was a story that had the world captivated for a whole week. The Chinese spy balloon blown off course.
I've got some good news.
Weather balloon. Here we go.
No, definitely.
All right.
So here's some good news.
All right.
For all those people out there. A teenager wins $48 million with their first lottery ticket ever purchased. So
great. Just because that generation just needs more people who don't ever have to get real jobs. Great. Awesome.
You know what, Tori? It is a hard life for white women in 2023, okay? So the fact that she's got this will really just help her out, all right? 48 million.
48 mil. What's she going to do with it?
Let's go. A Canadian teenager had a once-in-a-lifetime fortune this week, winning a $48 million lottery jackpot. The best part, it was her first time ever purchasing a ticket for the National Lottery game. 18-year-old Juliette Lamar won the massive jackpot.
Kidnapped and murdered now. They've put a name and everything out there.
No. Should afford a security with that, surely.
That's the first thing you'd be spending some of that 48 mil on for sure.
Yeah, Jesus. Lamar broke records as the youngest ever winner of a massive lottery jackpot. While not the youngest lottery winner ever, Lamar is unique as a winner of such a high jackpot at such a young age. Damn, there you go.
I hope she buys a heap of balloons.
I buy a lottery ticket for fun. Wow.
I hope she buys a heap of balloons and puts the Chinese flag on them and sends them over to the US and just watch them all getting them blown out of the sky. That's what I hope she does with her winnings. Has she said what she's going to do with it? I mean, does she even have a clue at 18 what she could do with 48 million? 48 million.
So, yeah, apparently my colleagues fell to his knees in disbelief. He was yelling, in fact, everyone was yelling that I won 48 million, she recalled.
I bet.
Damn.
Damn. That's insane. What would you do with 48 mil?
48 mil?
Mhm.
I'd bet it on red, I reckon. No, black. I'd bet it on black.
No red. Number 2. No 16.
Always.
No 3.
Always black. No. You always bet on black. That's the rules.
Well,
so then
look,
what do you do with my 116? So my 116.
Kylie reckons she'll be
96.
skint in 2 years, and I agree. Although, I mean, look, it was her first ever ticket. Normally, I'd say, like, people that win that sort of money on Tats Lotto and they do blow it in, like, a year or two, it's kind of like, well, if they actually cared and respected about their money, they would never have played Tats Lotto in the first place. So, but you can't really say it about her. She's going to be wondering at 25 while she's working as a grocery checker. You could want some shoes. This is a very intimate little show. I'm enjoying this intimate show.
7 years. Jeez.
Fuck, who knows? Wow, 48 mil. Well done, Juliet. Spend it wisely. Don't spend it all at once.
Yeah. Always bet on black. Go to the fucking TAS.
Cement gave her 7 years. He was being optimistic. I like that too. I've got a story that's very batshit and I think very un-Australian, Finn.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
Well, as soon as Christmas is over, what happens? What happens on bloody Boxing Day? Like as soon as Christmas is over, what can you buy in the stores? What can you buy in the shops? Easter shit. Boxing Day sales are massive. What are you talking about? But anyway, all the Easter stuff is on the shelves. The second it's Boxing Day, including hot cross buns. And I love a hot cross bun, so I must admit on Boxing Day I do enjoy buying a packet. But Coles, I think, have crossed the line now. They've brought out a hot cross bun that's made of cheese. What the fuck?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Cheese flavour or made from cheese?
Well, it's worse than that. It's a Coles special burger sauce hot cross bun. $5 for a 4-pack. It's each Easter treat is infused with Coles burger sauce, filled with diced pickles, and finished off with a layer of cheese on top. So you can't see much inside. I mean, there's a bit of pickle action happening.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it sounds absolutely disgusting. It's batshit, in fact. It's not an April Fool's joke either. And they did the Vegemite hot cross bun last year, which I didn't even see or know about, thank God. But apparently, according to Coles, that was a huge success. So now, the Easter special burger sauce hot cross bun made with a delicious special burger sauce. I don't believe it's delicious. I mean, I wouldn't. No,
you know,
that's tried it.
So here's a true story for you. So that's Big Mac sauce, right? So when that first came out, I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to go buy some Big Mac sauce. I bought it. I made a burger. I put that on it a little bit, okay? Not a lot.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Within 15 minutes, I was hurling it up. I was sick for 2 days after eating that shit. For 2 days, I was destroyed. I couldn't get out of bed.
So you won't be trying one of these rank buns then?
I won't ever be going near that sauce ever again in my life. That was absolutely filth. It is not. And here's the thing. I like Big Mac sauce. Big Mac sauce is the fucking greatest. Okay, they nailed that. That is not Big Mac sauce. That is a rip-off and a shit one at that. Okay?
Well, they don't call it that. They call it special burger sauce. According to Coles bakery manager, general manager Kate Roth, Coles are always looking for new ways to excite customers. Just leave the hot cross bun alone. Look, I get it. Not everyone likes sultanas.
The chocolate one's nice.
Yeah, the choc chip ones are lovely. And don't mess with, like, if people want the plain ones without the fruit, that's fine too. I like the fruit ones personally. But don't go beyond that. Like, the choc chip was a welcome variation, and they're delicious, especially when the chocolate gets all melty and then lashings of butter. But don't fuck around. I mean, this is basically a burger-flavoured hot cross bun. And to me, fuck off. You can already buy a cheese or a savoury scone. You don't need to fuck around with Easter treats and turn them into these abominations, especially based on what Finn was just saying.
Oh, yeah. I would not recommend anyone try it. It is very bad. Like, very bad.
Oh, my God. Cement Shoes said they have bacon milkshakes in the US. Yuck. Yeah, you should have nominated them. They sound disgusting. Maybe that's what the balloon was bringing, special burger sauce. Well, it was worth being shot down for then. Fuck it. Die, balloon, die. I don't care now. If that was full of that sauce, good. Good riddance.
Well, if you think that story is crazy, Tori, wait.
It's un-Australian, Finn. It's un-Australian. Oh, no. Another story. What am Maya up to?
Wait till you hear what bloody Maya has done. This is
worse than Coles.
I don't even think I'm gonna. Oh, what the fuck? Why can't I?
Wait, Coles Maya are the same people. It's the same group. All right. This is taking a sinister turn.
I can't display that. I'm gonna have to show my screen, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to.
That's all right. We can keep grossing out about the burger flavored hot cross buns.
There you go.
Here we go.
So no comments here, but I just want you to notice, see if you can spot if something seems strange and something seems a bit not normal on their Maya homepage.
Well, from a distance, because it needs to be zoomed out a bit, but they've used what they call real models. Yes, like bigger. They've used real size models for the chicks, and all the dudes have got 6-packs.
When you say real sized, you mean incredibly obese. This lady's gut is hanging over her underwear.
I'm being politically correct. They call them these days real size models, but I'm with you. I mean, are you into Isaac Butterfield? Because what you just said is right. Yeah, well, that's right up what he's about at the moment. He's been taken on by Americans for fat shaming. And he's saying, I'm just pointing out, he said, I used to be a fat fuck too, and I got really fit and I eat really healthily and I exercise, and I know that these people are sick. They're overweight. Like, they've actually got illnesses. But have you noticed,
really fat.
he was, but where are all the chunky dudes in the photo, you know?
It seems like there's only standards allowed one direction, if you catch my drift. So I don't think we're allowed to judge females anymore. But males, on the other hand, there's a certain standard they have to be at.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Finn, but women have had to live up to that standard for 200 fucking years. So maybe it's time you boys. Yes, absolutely.
A healthy
absolutely. No, we've had to. The ideal woman that men want, the little Barbie doll, and all the magazines that only had size 2 girls in them. And we were all told we were too fat because we weren't like the girls in the magazines. That's what I'm talking about. Do your research.
I don't think a dude has ever bought one of those girl magazines.
I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about girls growing up being expected to look like the girls in the magazines that we grew up looking at. They were all size 2 girls.
Yes, and what I'm saying is those are girls buying those magazines, not dudes. So...
Yeah, but I'm talking about how it impacts women's brains, Finn, and how women get eating disorders because they've never been able to be that size 2 model that all the men in their lives wanted. It's a thing. It's so heavily researched. Like, this isn't me just going off on some bizarre rant. It's an actual thing. It's a fact. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, little male millennial, white millennial wouldn't have a frigging clue.
Is that so?
Drew Carey said that? Well, he doesn't have a good body. I kind of like that. Yeah, all the boys are like, that they have big doodly-oodlies. In fact, speaking of chubby chubsters, there's an ad at the moment for some sort of bike short, and the dude that's wearing them is quite chonky, but as a result, he's got a little bit of a gunt. And the way they've arranged his penis in these little bike shorts is quite disturbing. And I saw it yesterday and I was like, this is the most bizarre ad ever, because everyone's just going to be looking at his little willy bouncing around in these very loose bike shorts and his little beer gut hanging over the top. True story. Today, Cement Shoes was watching the Murdoch trial and went off on someone in the comments mocking a heavyset man. Oh, really?
Murdoch did?
He was... No, there was a heavyset man in a wheelchair during the Murdoch trial, and Cement Shoes had a go at this person because he was making fun of them. They put the guy in the wheelchair in the aisle. Yeah, good on you, Cement Shoes. Thank you, mate. Good peeps find this channel, and I appreciate the good things you do. Let's do a little bit of an animal story. We love them, don't we?
An animal story? Depends what animal.
A psychotic owl. It's a bird, actually, but I'm sorry, but I'm a big fan of when animals attack and birds. Like, remember we had the guy, the horny pigeon or whatever it was, and he was getting terrorized.
I think it was a seagull, wasn't it?
There was a seagull, and then there was a crow or something in England, and now we've got a lovesick psycho owl. Now that's not actually the owl, but I think it's horrible they've called this owl psychotic, really. This lovesick owl has been savaging children, old people and pets in the West Midlands town of Sedgley. This is in England. And the residents are too scared to even leave their homes. One of the owl's victims, Liz Hodgkins, said, the owl was in the tree, and as I was walking back, I felt this big hit on the back of my head. Anyway, it's a dive bomber too. You check out the video, though. Can I expand it a bit? I was watching this earlier to try and see where this dive bombing owl is, right? And then I thought it was that. There was just a leaf blowing.
Down to the gate there to shut it in the dark one night, and I saw an owl up in the tree. I waved to it and shouted, which I probably shouldn't have done.
Hi, owl. I mean, how riveting is this news story? Where is the owl? Have you seen a fucking owl yet? Where is it, Finn? I can't see the owl.
I can't see it.
And then as I was walking back up the drive, I suddenly felt a great bang on the side of my head. I went inside, and my granddaughters were there, and they said, oh, you're bleeding.
Awesome. And then we've got Turtle Hill Road, or whatever it is, Turtle Hill Road. Where's the owl? This video...
and they looked on my head, and I've got talon marks.
And is that someone's undies hanging on a fishing rod? Are they undies or something hanging on a fishing rod in the back? What is going on here, Finn?
This is a weird story. And horrible filming. Whoever did this is... What the fuck?
And that angle they've got the mic facing is catching all the wind action. Liz is not a good storyteller. Liz is boring as batshit. Yeah, someone's undies are blowing in the breeze in the background. And I think the owl attacked her because of that hideous jacket, personally. But anyway, let's see if they show us this fucking owl, all right?
Since then, I'm very, very wary of coming out at night without a hat on.
Well, where is your hat, Liz? And where's the owl? I can see a horse over there.
That's a cow.
I think is that a tail? I first thought cow. We're back to Liz.
The neighbour's been attacked, and so has a 13-year-old boy, I believe.
Right, so one or two neighbours. So basically Liz and one or maybe two neighbours. But apparently this owl that we still haven't seen, who's psychotic, is terrorising the whole village.
This is a riveting story, Tori.
It's brilliant.
I'm so inspired that this made it into world news.
I didn't get to play the video before. This is my first time seeing it. I was expecting us to see this owl swoop and attack, but apparently, so far, no. Let's go, Liz. Come on, Liz. Surely. I want to see the owl smash into her head at high speed. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to be on the video.
There's apparently the village that's being terrorised. I mean, look at it, sleepy little town. They're saying everyone has to stay indoors because they're scared. I don't think anyone leaves their houses in this town anyway. There you go.
Look how glum it is outside anyway. Why the fuck would you want to go out? Jesus.
I mean, there's a bullshit neighbour. Oh, wait a minute. What's this one? Lovesick owl. It's terrorising the town.
One story, Tori. Oh, this is Microsoft News, is it?
No, it's the same article. It's just a different version of the story.
Yeah, but it's just stock standard photos. It's not,
I didn't know. I haven't seen it. It just loaded while I was scrolling through the article. So yeah, this poor owl that they're describing as psychotic. Nobody's got any footage of it. From Liz's story, look at that. My pause game is on point. Look at that owl. That's the money shot right there. But yeah, I agree. The owl needs a Tinder profile. Let's get the owl a root and he'll stop attacking everyone. But I mean, how did that make world news? And not just one news story. Like I had loaded up several different stories of that, versions of that story.
Wow.
That's the owl. That's the psycho owl. I think calling it a psycho is mean. I think the people of West Sedgley or whatever it was called are batshit, not the owl. Go owl. Take one for the home team.
Yeah.
Kill them all. Yeah.
Come on now.
Get them. Hoot, hoot.
I loaded up the wrong story. Hold up. I've got to refresh this. Here we go.
It must have been a very slow news day. It was a very slow news story too.
Yeah, Jesus, wouldn't it?
But it wasn't my commentary, considering I hadn't seen it. How good was my commentary of that batshit news story? It was pretty
phenomenal.
Good. Thanks, mate.
So I don't know if you know this, but they just had the State of the Union, and I was the brain.
I took this one. This was in my list, and I took it out because I knew you'd have it. This is Biden getting booed.
That does happen in it, but first, his wife has a little kiss with someone else in front of everybody. You haven't seen this? Oh
no! Is that Jill? Jill's snogging
Yeah.
someone else. Oh my God! Bring it on.
Wait till you see this.
I can't wait.
And again, that is right on the lips.
It is. It's the smacky bangy dangy doom dang. Oh yeah.
That's the first.
Name me a world leader who changed places with Xi Jinping. Name me one. Name me one.
You have all of our attention just by screaming anything.
That's good to know.
So a cashier at a burger place can't walk across town and take the same job at another burger place and make a few bucks more. It just changed. But they just changed it because we exposed it. That was part of the deal, guys. Look it up. But not anymore.
That's 100% a lie.
Inflation has fallen every month for the last 6 months.
That's not true.
Take-home pay has gone up.
No.
That's a lie.
I mean, you get your fucking hands off me.
Wow. What a shit fight of a fucking...
I gotta say, he sounded more coherent and awake than he has in a long time in that.
Oh, they probably messed him up.
I think they gave him some speed or something.
Yeah. Why is she making out with this dude? In front of everybody. Like that's normal.
Well, I don't know if it was making out. Definitely.
Kissing him
was
right on the lips in front of everyone as the First Lady in view of the entire Senate. Like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Yeah, he probably grabbed her on the butt too. He certainly looks happy to see it. Yeah.
I don't even know who it is. I don't even know who this fella is. I don't know how to zoom in on here. How do you zoom in?
No, you don't. You don't need to. Kylie was joking about was their tongue probably later.
Probably not.
Behind closed doors. Oh, God almighty.
That bit they save. Why is he yelling here, though?
Name me a world leader who changed.
Can we just read that for a second? Name me a world leader who changed places with Xi Jinping.
They've actually they've actually got it wrong. He actually says, "Name me a world leader who'd change places with Xi Jinping."
But what does that mean?
Well, he's asking, like, what world leader would swap with Xi Jinping? Like, name one who would take on his job. So it's almost a Chinese friendly.
World leader would. But no world leader would say yes to that because then they would be disowning their own country. So
I think you're taking it too deeply because I think his point is who would want his job in a nutshell. Like it's not about other people going, yeah, I'll do it. He's not recruiting. He's saying who'd want to be that world leader, like who'd want to be him. But the reality is there's probably plenty of countries on the planet that would love to take Xi Jinping's place.
Yeah. North Korea.
Superpower.
Russia.
North Korea, Russia, exactly. So
that lady who just got kicked out of New Zealand, whatever her face was.
Jacinda. But then
Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau is
he
fucking always spitting about how good China is and how much he loves Xi.
No, I
He's
was
a full
gonna.
communist.
No, I was going to say
heaps
something
of
and I
people.
forgot. Yeah, correct. But this is Joe trying to be a wanker. I don't know. I can't. Why are you asking me to explain what that guy does?
I wasn't asking you to explain. I'm just saying what is this dude saying about?
Well, that was his point.
With Xi Jinping. Name me one. Name me.
What is he on?
I think is
What
he.
is he on?
You are late, Savannah, but good to see you, gorgeous. Better late than never.
Wow. No, take your time.
Take your time, woman. Jill Biden,
Fine.
according to Finn Cement.
This is Jill.
Yeah, I actually think what he's trying to say, Finn, just stop for a sec.
Yeah, go on.
I think he's trying to say who would want to be Xi when he's up against the likes of the US of A. Like no one would want to be in his shoes because we're going to fuck him. That's what the pennies just dropped. I think that's what Joe's trying to say is like China's scared of us. And the only thing China's scared of is that they're going to bloody shoot down another weather balloon. Really, that's all China is worried about. Stop shooting down our cute little balloons.
Considering they helped fund his presidency, I doubt very much they're at all worried about him.
Exactly, but he's talking to the American peoples. He's addressing the American people.
They're not 100% retarded. They're like 20% retarded, I should say. You know?
In any event, Biden said more. Oh, Finn just prematurely evacuated. He just gone. He did. The show has been a bit rough because he's got very bad internet connection. So we'll see if he manages to find his way back. Here he is.
Yeah, no, I window then.
You prematurely evacuated.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. So there was Jill Biden pashing some guy and Joe just being Joe. But don't you reckon he was at least stringing words together to form a sentence for once? I reckon
we only heard one sentence.
They gave him some cocaine or something, I reckon. He was like perky.
They probably inject meth straight into his veins. Probably just
he was perky. I shut down my last story and I can't be bothered finding it, so I'm going to use my emergency. Which
I've got another one.
I think I've got a story.
Is being conservative, Cement.
Or nice.
Conservative, I'd say.
This one I think is batshit personally. This is not a dig at age gaps. People with big age gaps fall in love all the time. I'm not judging people for that. But what I think is batshit about this is she's 24 and her husband is 85 and they want to start a family. He may not even live long enough to see the baby getting bonded. And I just think that's batshit. Like you're not going to get years of him being a great dad for your kid. And she's 24. She's going to spend the entire life being a single mum unless this guy is fucking loaded and she can afford nannies and so on. But
he definitely would be. There's no way.
She's a chick in Mississippi. She met this dude. He's 61 years her senior and they're ready to start a family. Let's just go straight to the video. Look at them. They're getting it on.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
Hey, I have a question.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to look the other way. What do you want?
Baby, am I a snack, an entree, or the full course meal?
The full course meal. Is that the right answer?
Yeah.
Don't kiss while you're driving. You're going to run off the road and slam into a tree, and you're both going to be DED dead before you know it. It's good.
This chick looks
Look at them on TikTok.
As if you wouldn't if you were him, though. As if you wouldn't do it. Why the fuck not?
I mean, yeah, look, kudos to that guy. Every men around the
Good
world
on
are
him.
probably very envious of him. But Charles, age 85, they met in a
That's pretty
they
good for
met
85.
he met Miracle Pogue, age 24, while working at a laundromat in Starkville in 2019. They became buddies, and then a year later they got it on. He proposed to her in February 2020, and they got married last summer. And yeah, she didn't actually think he was as old as he is. She didn't place his age. She said, I don't care if he's 100 or 55. I like him for him. She thought he was 60 or 70 because he does look good for 85, and he is.
Yeah.
He's always up,
85,
Finn.
right.
He's always up and active. I bet he is. There he is. He seems pretty happy. They seem pretty happy. But the concern I've got is the whole baby thing. Like, I just don't
wonder
know.
if he is older than her dad.
He is. He's older than her grandfather. Her grandfather is 72.
Oh,
Her
wow.
dad, her dad's 47. Her grandfather is 72.
Fucking funny.
But my granddad said if I was happy and it's what I want to do, then he's happy. My dad was, hell no, ma'am, not at all. There's the wedding photo with the dad walking up the aisle, not looking too thrilled.
He doesn't
At
look
all?
happy. He doesn't look
doesn't-
happy. And he's
doesn't
in a
look-
pretty nice suit too. He's got full dressed up for it.
He has, but he's
Wow.
not looking happy at all. He was pretty skeptical, but he did walk her down the aisle. He's probably like, yeah, off you go then, you fucking idiot.
A white man? Why are you bringing a white man home?
Yeah, exactly. He didn't even realize Charlie was older than him. He's like, you're marrying a white guy? Charles is a retired real estate agent. He gushes over his much younger lover, saying she's got a lot going for her. They had a great wedding. It was the best day of his life, and there's no issue with the age difference. But good on him. I mean, love is love, but I just think having a baby is probably not a great idea. They're going to do IVF. She wants to have 2 kids with him.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Yeah, and I think that's a sad bit because, you know, I mean, bless him. He might live to be 100. I don't know. He looks pretty
Look at him.
perky. But the
Yeah,
kids, you know,
he's done
hopefully they'll live long enough to, well, you know, they'll be old enough that before he goes, that they'll at least have some memories of their great-grandfather. I mean, their dad.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you can really ask for, you know?
I don't know. I mean, there might be a bit of an inheritance. I don't know if his swimmers would be in wheelchairs. Gold digger. Well, there was no mention of the money side of it. I don't know if that was the motive. They genuinely look in love. Don't you think?
Wow. Women are known to be more psychopathic than men, so I would say she's probably good at acting. Just on a wild limb, going out on a limb there.
You do know there's way more mass murderers and serial killers than women. And
yeah.
You're saying more women are psycho. Interesting comment, Finn.
Psychopathic, yes. More men murder. That's just anger.
I'll bring him back. No one's begging, but I'll bring him back.
Point proven. Point proven.
Oh no, point proven. I would have actually ended the live and gone to
Here we
bed.
go.
That would have proven your point. That was me being funny.
Was it? All right. So anyway, next story. Unattractive individuals wear masks more often than others, study finds. So check this out. In a post-COVID-19 world, people who perceive themselves as less attractive than others are more likely to keep wearing masks when they're highly motivated to make a good impression. That's according to a recent study published in Frontiers in Psychology. Our results consistently demonstrated that self-perceived unattractive individuals were more willing to wear a mask as they believed it would benefit their attractiveness, the authors noted in the report. How fucking funny is that? You need one for your whole face, Tori.
Oh, fuck off. Hang on a sec. Where is he gone? Where's he gone? There he is. Welcome back.
Yeah, someone's upset.
No, not at all. I don't give a shit. I just got to show off my cute Singaporean mask. They came with the coffees. We went to a coffee shop and they gave you and it's embroidered. Like it's beautiful cotton with I've never worn it, but you get one with your coffee. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's like a novelty.
Quality, man.
So the study authors added, our findings suggest that the mask wearing can shift from being a self-protection measure during to a self-presentation tactic in the post era. You know, because we can't say those words on here, otherwise we get shadow banned.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, I've never done it, Savannah. They're fucking stupid. Why would you wear them?
I had to go and see a friend who was in hospital. You have to, like, you don't have a choice. And we also had to wear them. No, not now, but back when they were mandated, I did wear them. So you're saying you never wore them even when they were mandated?
No. Why? Why would I do it?
Well, like I said, I had to go and say we had to wear them to work. We weren't allowed in the building without one on, and we had to wear them into hospitals if we wanted to go and visit people who were in hospital.
I didn't have to go.
I'm prepared to wear one to be able to see someone I love. Doesn't bother me, but generally I can't stand them. I mean, we contemplated whether or not we needed to wear them on the plane to Singapore, and we didn't need to flying over, but we packed a couple just in case we had to wear them coming back. But all public transport in Singapore, you've got to wear them. So I had to wear them then too. Like travel, you have to wear them too. Yeah. Yep.
You know that, okay, they must be aware. There's reports out now from a study of 200,000 people that found that masks don't actually do anything. They're actually worse.
Call the Singaporean government and tell them.
Yeah, that's strange they don't know that.
I was just a law-abiding citizen in a country renowned for whipping people and hanging people for minor infringements like chewing gum. So, yeah, I wasn't going to take on the Singaporean
gum is
cops.
illegal over there.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's not wearing a mask on public transport. But anyway.
I saw the cops get a baton out and beat a dude because he back-chatted him. Just instantly there, just started wailing into him like like blood coming out of him on the ground.
I've got a little video that I did of signs that I saw when I was over there, because they have like a little joke amongst themselves. They go, Singapore, it's a fine city, but they mean fine as in monetary fines for breaking their laws. But one of the ones,
it's
one of the biggest
city.
It's a fine city. Yeah.
Yeah,
got it. And but one of the signs, $10,000 for if you get caught feeding a pigeon.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
I know, man.
Fuck pigeons.
Yeah, fuck them all. Let them starve to death. If any of you fuckers feed them, $10K coming out of your pocket.
They should do that in Australia at the beaches for seagulls. That's
tradition to share. That's tradition to share your leftover cold chips with the seagulls.
Have you seen those plates at the beach where they the people go up to like someone's sunbaking or whatever, and they'll plant chips like all around them, and then they'll just get flocked with all these seagulls, and they'll wake up from their little tanning session or whatever, and just start freaking out because there's like 1,000 fucking seagulls around.
It's all good fun. That's it, mate. Look at us. Powering through. It's only 40 minutes.
I've still got 2 more stories left as well.
Well, no, I've punched in vote now for the chitter chatter. So I'm going to do a quick recap. And then as soon as I hit that, we'll be voting. And there's only 5 people watching, so it's going to be a very quick vote too, Finn. So the
Won't
recap,
be.
first up, the Chinese weather balloon shot down by a missile fired by the US government, and now they've filed a complaint with the US embassy. Rest in peace, little balloon. I loved you. We had the teenager in Canada, 18 years old, now 48 million richer. We had the hot cross batshit. Coles in Australia have put out a hot cross bun for Easter that's basically like a burger. It's got pickles, barbecue sauce, and smothered in cheese. Maya, on the other hand, are showing women in lingerie who've clearly eaten too many of those hot cross buns. Then we had the psychotic owl tormenting a village, allegedly, according to Liz, who really just needs to go back indoors and play backgammon with her husband and be quiet. We had Jill Biden publicly snogging some guy while Joe was carrying on like a pork chop on the podium. Surprise, surprise. We had the age gap lovers. He's 85, she's 24, and they want to have 2 kids together. Good luck to you, sir. And lastly, more ugly people wear masks. Surprise, surprise. So, Groovers, vote now.
Yeah, I vote for the fake grown hand.
What are you talking about?
It's an extra story.
You can't vote
Everyone,
for a story.
Vote for the fake grown hand. Lab grown hand.
There's so much batshit to choose from, Kylie. Finn, I gave my vote early last week, so who are you voting for apart from your little joke about the prosthetic hand? The age gap lovers.
Oh,
the
sad.
age
You're out of
gap
control.
gets a vote. Go Savannah.
What was the good ones? Can you read them out again? I've forgotten.
The Chinese weather balloon, the teenager who won 48 million, hot cross batshit, Maya's chonky models, the psychotic owl, the Jill Biden snog, the age gap lovers, and more ugly people are wearing masks.
Either the Maya one or your one about the age gap lovers.
Which one will it be? We've only got one vote at the moment from Savannah. I'm actually going to throw in. I'm going to put in psychotic owl because I think that story and the reporting and the neighbour was the most batshit thing like ever. The fact that it even made the news. The non-existent psycho owl, psycho chicken.
How did that make those?
We're not doing the other story, Samantha. Come on, man. The age gap lovers. That was like Joman. Remember Joman a few weeks ago came in late and didn't want to vote because he hadn't heard all the stories, and then he voted for something, and then I showed a different video and he said, well, that's not what I vote. Oh my God, it got very intense, remember?
I think you really upset him. We haven't seen him since, have we?
Well, he was taking it too seriously. Ow! Hey!
Bloody hell, man. I'm going for Maya then. I'll go for Maya just to mix it up.
Well, you could have gone for the age gap and then there would have been a tie. But anyway.
It is. I thought age gap's winning.
No. Oh, shit, it is. Oh, my God. So it is a tie. All right.
Did you even do math at school? Bloody hell.
Oh, give me a break, dude. You're going to be doing all of this next time you're back in Tassie because I'm getting sick of you complaining about me doing a really good job.
Love doing
this.
You
never thank me. Who should win
thanks. You love it. You do it just for the joy.
I don't do it for your attitude. The age gap lovers or the psycho.
I've got to do it so many times, and every time I go to do it, you're like, no, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, you've offered once last week, and I had the new music lineup. Hendo.
No, at least 10.
Once.
At least 10. No.
You absolute liar. Hendo, good to see you. Yeah, just the guy. Well, just the fact that he thinks his penis still works is batshit, Savannah. The lovers. The lovers, the age gap lovers. Oh, hang on, shit. Sorry, welcome back.
I think next week I'll just ban you from the beginning, and then we'll just do the whole show.
I'll check it out, man. Look, the age gap lovers. The age gap lovers. Let's bring them back up. They're the age gap
also,
lovers.
you can share my screen if you want as well.
I'm not putting your extra story. Here they are.
Mental butt. Oh, that's
Here they are. You'll have to save it till next week. There they are, giving each other.
I'll forget it by next week.
Feeding it. Well, it's good actually. That's good that they're learning. She's learning how to feed him because she'll be having to do that fairly soon. So congratulations, the age gap lovers. You guys are officially batshit. What a show, Finn. Are you right there, mate? You're going to swallow a
What
fly.
activities do they? I've done that before. It was just, I
Bound,
could feel it in my throat.
bound.
All things.
Rock.
I know you'll be at my show. Wow.
Oh, they're still there, man.
there.
Finn, get some
Yeah.
sleep. Always a pleasure.
Oh,
We
well,
did
I'm
it
tired.
despite the
Yeah.
wonky
Dial-up speed.
Dial-up speed. Guys,
Oh,
who
yeah,
hung
yeah.
out with us, thank you so much for being here. It makes it so
work,
much
everyone.
better. Even though
Yeah,
Finn
good
and I
work,
would
Saf.
still
Thanks for showing up.
Hendo, good to see
Useless.
you. Cement Shoes and Kylie.
Everyone, yeah.
You guys rock.
Endo, Cement, Kylie. Ooh.
Hey, mate. What time next week?
Probably Thursday morning, I reckon. Probably Thursday morning.
That suits me.
8:30 AEST.
8:30 AEST, my time.
Is that
Sure.
Is that it?
We can do
What
that.
time did we start today?
9:30 my AEST.
9:30 a.m. AEST.
9:30 a.m. AEST,
AM.
Australian Eastern Standard Time. Be there
Type
or
that in
be
your Googles.
square groovers. Until next time, stay batshit, everybody.
See you later. Boy.